Hey everyone, Brian from 3 Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey, Tito.
Yes?
Why did the police officer smell so bad?
I don't know why.
Because he was on duty. Duty.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare.
Christmas has a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log, but it's...
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
See, Brian, because duty is poop.
Oh, now I get
There
it.
you go.
I say let him crash.
I say let him poop. Hello and welcome to another thrilling episode of 3 Geeky Dads, the show with all the sex appeal of a Muppet and all the regular appeal of a fake Muppet. I don't know. This is all last minute this week, folks. I was very busy.
That's the
I apologize.
Muppets.
The Muppets.
The Muppets.
No, what is
Sorry,
it?
the
The
Moops.
Mappets?
No,
the
the
Moops.
Sorry, the answer
Moops.
is the moops.
The Mooples.
He's not quite a mop. He's not quite a Muppet.
He's
a
a
puppet,
Muppet.
but oh
He's a
man.
But you get a slice of cantaloupe with it. No. It's brunch. But yeah, we're all Muppets. I am Mark, and with me, as always, are the Nick and Knack to my paddywhack.
Eric.
Brian.
Very last minute. And joining us, as always, is the Halloween forward to our Halloween franchise, Tito. Hi, Tito.
Hey.
Hey.
Everybody.
First off, happy Cinco de Mayo.
That's right.
That's right.
We're recording on Cinco de Mayo. We're not recording
are.
on Wednesday. We couldn't do it, so it's Friday,
That's right.
bitches.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
That's right.
Which
so
means
Cinco
we're
de
really
Mayo.
hopped up on
Yeah.
goofballs tonight.
we are.
You guys had some margaritas?
Uh-huh,
did.
We did.
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
it. It was fun.
Tito came in with the sombrero. It was
True.
lovely.
Yep.
And not because I asked him to.
That's right. We chased all the French people out of the house. Perfect.
See, amigo, this is a fun place. Look how everybody jumping around.
I think that's what Cinco de Mayo is about. I think that's what it was. The Mexicans chasing French people out of
That's it.
And
Mexico.
that's why we brought him on, so we could stereotype him.
It's Mexican St. Patty's Day.
That's it.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Get your
I hope
drink
it's-
on.
Everybody's Mexican on Cinco de Mayo.
It is. We all are. Not me. I refuse.
Now get on the other side of that wall.
Ooh,
Take your place on the other side.
Cinco de Mayo. It's when
It's
when San Miguel, chased the rats out of Cancun.
That's right.
And tonight on the Three Amigos and Tito,
Oh man.
see, 3 geeky
I should have
amigos.
went Steve Martin.
Do you want to start
and
over?
Chevy Chase. No.
to my...
No.
Okay.
Your reaction was too priceless.
It was good.
Yeah, we'll save it.
That was
to be
good.
Mexican.
I
We'll
agree.
save it for next Cinco de Mayo.
Sure, you remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep that one on file.
Hey, it's in the vault.
Keep it in your pocket.
It's logged back here. Hey, speaking of both 4th and returns, because Halloween returns, that joke would have been funnier had I had continued instead of stopped. Sorry. Hey, guess what's back, guys? Our series of 4 for the month of May, for May the 4th.
What's that?
What's that, you asked, Derek? Well, let me read this and I'll tell you. So once again, it is in full bloom, like a flasher in a shopping mall parking lot.
Wow.
4 movies, all number 4s in a franchise. All pretty terrible. Usually, though, this year we've got some debates on this one. We've got a couple where we're actually not all in full agreement that these movies are terrible. This will make for an interesting month, for show.
Faux show.
For show. And we also talked a lot of bad movies last month, so we're gonna give you listeners a break and talk about some movies you might actually like for a change, because that's the kind of people we are. Right there.
You're reading all that?
No, I'm improvising this part.
Because you're looking at your phone, but it feels like you're just shooting from the hip.
I'm wondering what I should read.
He's off script.
What I should add in. I typed all this while waiting at a stoplight, so what do you want? Hey, starting tonight with the Law Folk of Lunacy giving you the right to remain laughing, for some of us, Police Academy 4. Woo-hoo. That's what we're lunching. We're lunching and launching this month off it.
Citizens on Patrol.
Ooh,
That's right.
That's right. It had a subtitle. Cox. It did.
Cox.
Cox?
Oh,
Cops? Oh, I thought you went Cox.
Cop.
Cox.
Cox. Church. Friday night.
The greater
2
good.
margaritas in. Hey, but before we halt in the name of comedy and read you your right to remain angry at all our rantings, and we'll have a few, I'm sure, our own Law and Order of Lunch, Brian Robocop Ramsey, has prepared us with an appetizer to start us off.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food, all the chicken, all the pig feet, all the collard green, all the hog maws. I want to eat some of them chitlins. I love pig feet.
Take it away, Brian.
Come along or there will be trouble. What is it about movie franchises? Usually they have a strong start, but by the 3rd movie, things seem to falter. And suddenly, when just a few years before it seemed like nothing could go wrong, everything feels like the creative team forgot what it was that made the audience fall in love with the characters and the story in the first place. Spider-Man 3, anybody? And God forbid a 4th movie should get made. Can anyone believe it's that time of year already? Yesterday was May the 4th. So yes, we're going to start yet another series of 4th bad movies in a film franchise. To start it all off, we're taking a look at Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol. This is the last movie where the 80s darling Steve Guttenberg took center stage as Mahoney. Remember Steve Guttenberg? That guy was in every other movie in the 80s, but once the 90s rolled around, he was nowhere to be found. He's like the 80s hair metal of actors, being pushed aside once Tom Hanks's grunge star started to rise. Anyway, that got us to thinking about actors who left or were replaced in a successful movie franchise, and here are some of our favorites.
That is the best description of Steve
Totally.
Guttenberg
I never thought about that.
Same.
What was the movie where
I
has
wrote
like
that
a mullet?
about an hour ago.
Huh?
There's a movie where, like, on the cover of it, he's got a mullet.
Oh, the Boyfriend's Academy.
Right.
There's like 2 different titles for it with Shelley Long.
I don't know what you're
is that
talking
what
about.
I don't either.
He pretends to be Australian.
He looks all tough.
over
like
a girl.
he's standing like all puffed chest, and he's in
Really?
like a leather jacket, and he's got a mullet. And I'm like, oh god,
It's called the
Wow.
Boyfriend Academy. Shelley Long, Jamie Gertz.
Jamie
Gertz.
Gertz.
Wow, it's a whole movie of has-beens.
Yeah, he pretends to be Australian to win over Jamie Gertz. Yeah.
Shelley
Good call.
Long is a has-been?
Has-beens and wannabes.
Yeah. Has been, will be.
Way to leave. Cheers, Shelley.
I was gonna say. No, she did some things.
Yeah. 5 movies.
Jamie Gertz circling the bowl of fame for her entire
She
career.
had that show, Still Standing.
Yeah.
That was a funny
She
show.
married like the owner of an NBA
Oh, really?
basketball team. Yeah, that's why she doesn't need to work anymore.
That's
good
a
for
smart
her.
thing to do.
Yeah.
She
Smart
was in
thing to
Twister.
do.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
She was in
The
She
Twister.
Atlanta
was in
Braves?
Twister.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta go. We have cows.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's the same cow.
I remember one 90s. Well, wait a minute. Was Steve Guttenberg in one of the Olsen twins movies?
Yes.
Get the fuck out.
It Takes Two?
Or the Double Trouble one. No, I think it might have been It Takes Two.
He
plays the
fresh
dad.
off a Full House.
And he was Kirsten Dunst's dad in the Tower of Terror.
Thing for Disney?
Yeah,
I thought that was
Disney.
Howie Mandel.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's Kirsten Dunst. He would know.
Yeah, you're
who's
right.
got-
I can't. I don't know.
Who's
why
got
the
his
question
arm
was-
around Kirsten?
I apologize, Eric. Of course you're right.
He's
You're
taking
right.
notes over
I'm
there.
sure it is. Oh, Steve. He was in Zeus and Roxanne, I believe, with Kirstie
Oh, the
Alley.
dolphin movie.
The Dolphin and the Dog movie.
Oh,
that
wow.
was a 90s film, I believe. So he tried.
He tried.
He just couldn't.
Nope.
He was on Veronica Mars for a little while.
He couldn't recapture the magic.
He plays Kristen Ritter's dad. Remember Kristen Ritter was
Oh,
on
that's
that?
right.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
He owns a baseball team or something.
He was in Lavalantula. Just saying.
Okay.
Oh.
Got to
So
cross.
that's where he went.
That's
Okay.
a fun name for a movie.
Lavalantula.
Lavalantula.
Not only that, but he got to cross over with Ian Ziering in Sharknado 2 or 3.
Ooh.
He was
he
on
play
his
his
way
dad?
to fight the Lavalantula. And Ian was on his way to fight the Sharknado, and they crossed paths.
They
and
passed
make
each
a
other on the
joke,
road,
yeah.
and it was like that meme from the Umbrella Academy where they're looking at each other drive by.
This is what's become of us. We're not getting laid now.
Lavalantula.
Damn, I never even heard
Sorry.
of that one.
So what are we doing now? We're on the app. I
the
apologize.
appetizers.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Do we
Yes.
just do one? I got a bunch. I think this is the
had a
one,
bunch,
though.
too.
This is the one. I'm going Claudia Wells, Back to the Future, for Elizabeth Shue. She was replaced by Elizabeth Shue, Claudia Wells, as Jennifer.
That's right.
And because her dad got sick, I believe, and she wanted to help take care of him, so then she never acted again.
That was a noble
And
reason. She never acted again.
She never acted again.
Still
Wow.
taking care of the guy to this day.
I like
Great
Elizabeth
nurse.
Shue. I've always had a thing for Elizabeth Shue, but Claudia Wells, oh my God, she is phenomenal looking. I think she's great as Jennifer, just good enough. But I would have loved to have seen her in the other ones. So that one's mine. Every time I see part one, I'm like, oh yeah, she wasn't in the other ones.
What we could have had.
What we could have had.
Yeah.
And she still looks great. She comes to like Rhode Island Comic Con sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen her. I saw her at Rhode Island Comic Con once, and I was like, damn, she still looks great. Come home, Claudia.
friend of the show,
Friend
Claudia.
of the show, Claudia Wells.
Yeah, come on the show. You're doing
that'd be
it right
awesome.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
come
got
on
nothing
over.
going on.
We'll treat you nice.
She's got plenty going on.
That sounds creepy.
Yeah, it did.
I was creepy.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I drew back in fear for a second.
Derek pushed her stare away.
We'll be nice to you. All right. I'll just move on from that. I'm going.
Please do.
Gonna go Patricia Arquette in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. She was replaced by Tuesday Night as Kristen, and
I always want to call her Alice, but it's Kristen.
it is
Yeah.
Alice's Lisa Wilcox.
Lisa
But it is
Wilcox.
Kristen, replaced by Tuesday Night, who is not nearly as good. And unfortunately, I would have liked to have seen Dream Master with her. And Kincaid and Joey once again reunited. Maybe not kill off Kincaid and Joey right off the
Yeah.
bat. I feel like it would have been a totally different movie.
It's weird
had
if you can get him
Patricia
back.
Arquette stayed around.
If you
Yeah.
get him back, then let him hang around for a little while.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, get him back like they were doing anything else, but
They weren't.
You know.
No.
You think they made
In
money
the
off of
second
that?
one?
Yeah.
I don't think so. They're
You think they
pretty
made
resentful
more
of
money
it.
in the third one or more money in the fourth one?
I'm going to say the third one.
Right.
Yeah, because they were in it the whole film. They're literally in it for like the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes of of number 4.
Poor bastards.
And so that's my top one.
I misunderstood the assignment.
Oh, fun!
I went with
Mr.
I
Ring.
went with characters like Mahoney, who like they got rid of the main character.
Oh, and
works, too.
replaced it with
A
a different
character.
character. Oh, I like
So-
that too.
Yeah, but that works
I
as
screwed
well.
that up.
That's fun.
No,
No,
off
I
the
wanna
top
hear
of
what
my
you
head-
got.
No, off the top of my head, I'll say Julianne Moore replacing Jodie Foster.
Oh,
as,
so
that's a good
good
one.
yes.
Good one. Yeah.
I
forgot about that
Iris.
one.
Yeah.
I actually prefer her in Hannibal. I loved Hannibal. That movie was great, and I liked Julianne Moore's.
You liked
great.
Julianne Moore better than
Julianne.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I don't think I ever saw that. I love Julianne Moore, but I love Silence of the Lambs.
But Hannibal had Gary Oldman,
It did.
Oh, really?
and he
And
stole
Ray
the freaking
Liotta.
show.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Ray
Ray
Liotta's in that
Liotta.
too?
Yes.
Ray Liotta.
Oh my God,
Okay.
that scene with Ray Liotta was awesome.
He eats his own brain.
Yes, he
Spoiler.
does.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's fed his own brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fed
Well, he
his own
does
brain.
eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're
He
right.
likes
That's
it
a good
too.
one. I like that one.
He
Yep.
enjoys it.
He makes a consomme with his
What's a that's like a fancy
soup.
thing?
It's a fancy soup.
A consomme. Okay.
That's not the cold soup, is it?
No,
No,
it's
that's
gazpacho.
That's
Fishy swab.
Or gazpacho?
Gazpacho.
Yes.
It's supposed to be cold.
Fishy swab. Okay. Supposed to be cold.
Which leads me to my pick. I'm going with Michael Keaton, who left the Batman series after 2 films
Son of a
to
bitch.
be replaced by
Dawn on me.
Val Kilmer.
Jesus Christ, that
Yes.
should be my top one.
I'm
That did
really
not
surprised you boys
even
didn't pick it.
register.
I'm surprised you didn't. I know you said you
Wow.
misunderstood the
Yeah.
assignment, but I had Sean Connery leaving James Bond.
Holy
And I'm like, I got all these, but I'm going to save them in case the other guys pick it.
Okay.
Tito, I thought you were going to go with Vin Diesel from the Triple X movies or the Fast and Furious movie because he left after the first one, didn't do number 2, came back for number 3, and then he's running the franchise ever since.
I guess we should have done more than one.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, I'm going through. I
got
guess
like
I'm going
5.
through my runners up then.
I got like 5 here.
Give us
Yeah,
one
go ahead, Tito.
Well,
You
he's got a
bust
bunch.
in. You bust in.
I want to hear what yours are.
Mine?
Also,
Totally.
please.
All right. So I went with Laurie Strode, who eventually returned, but didn't return for several sequels. Like they,
okay.
they went in a different direction.
Yeah.
They were with family members and
Yeah, that was one I was thinking of too.
Sarah Connor, who also,
Yep.
returned eventually, but like they kind of moved towards just John
Mm-hmm.
and other leads, and Sam Witwicky. In,
from the Transformers.
In the Transformers, yeah, they like
Oh, that's
started
right.
out. He was in the first 3, and he was the hero, and then they just kind of got rid of him and
Yeah, went with
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mackie Mac.
And was that smart? I
Smack.
don't know.
They kept making them, right?
I don't really
Yeah.
like Shia
Feel the
LaBeouf,
vibration.
but I didn't mind him in those movies. He hadn't
I
he hadn't
liked-
become like annoying yet.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So,
Yeah, he
or
wasn't Shia
pretentious.
LaBeouf.
He was just Shia LaBeouf. He wasn't. Oh, it's Shia LaBeouf.
So
Gotcha.
my backups, I got Rhodey, Terrence Howard being replaced by Don Cheadle.
Next time, baby.
Richard Harris being replaced by Michael Gambon and Dumbledore as Dumbledore. My other Back to the Future. This is like everyone knows it now, but Eric Stoltz getting replaced by Michael J. Fox.
That's right.
Oh,
mid-film.
no kidding. I thought you were going to say Chris.
I thought you were
McGovern.
going to say Christmas Glover too.
No, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's what
I
I thought you were going to do.
I lie to myself and I tell myself it's
That's
Crispin
Crispin
Glover when I
Glover.
watch it.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it might
They
as well
hide
be.
him for
And then Tito gets sued somehow.
Keanu Reeves being replaced by Jason Patrick in Speed.
Oh, that's a good one.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
And I got Nick Stahl replacing Eddie Furlong in the Terminator series.
Never thought I'd be sad to see Eddie Furlong go in
Right.
anything, but
Yeah.
gotta agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
my backups.
There's
Nice.
some people
Good
who
picks.
make farts down.
Yeah. Anybody have
Backups?
Macaulay Culkin leaving the Home Alone franchise for that other kid?
I wasn't.
Oh, it was the kid from
sad. Liar, liar.
Liar, yeah.
that's
I
the
didn't
one.
like that kid.
Matt Damon leaving the Bourne Identity, the Bourne
Jeremy
series
Renner.
after Greengrass left
Jeremy
as director.
Renner.
And
Yeah.
Jeremy
But he did
Renner.
come back, right?
He did,
come back?
just as a lot of them do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Peter Weller leaving the RoboCop franchise.
Taken
Oh
over
yeah, they just
by-
make it look like him.
Yep.
John Burke from Rescue Me and
That's right.
Thinner.
Yep.
Thinner.
Oh, that's who it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the guy from Thinner.
I
the guy
believe.
that gets the
Robert,
curse?
Yeah, John Burke.
Huh.
Sometimes he goes by Robert John Burke.
Huh.
Guy's a creep.
Depends
Yeah,
how
that sounds like a
depends how
serial killer.
Yeah.
famous he is. Probably
Go by
why he
3
dropped
names.
the first name and
Right.
just went by John Burke. Cool. I can't believe I didn't think of that Batman one.
I'm
That's
surprised you didn't
amazing.
either. You or you.
dawn on
And
me.
now
I
he's
really-
returned to the franchise.
And now
as
he's
well.
returning.
back.
Just like a,
So maybe someday Steve Gutenberg will return
Yeah.
to the Police
Oh,
Academy.
my
I also
God.
had.
Oh, he'll
my
be
hopes
back.
up.
Right?
He'll be back.
I didn't put him down, but on another one, if I really needed a backup of a backup, I had Charlton Heston for Planet of the Apes. Left after the first movie, showed up as a cameo in the second one, but then he returned in the Tim Burton one as an ape.
As an ape. That's right. That's right. I remember that.
Oh yeah, that one that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Another Mark Wahlberg.
That's right.
It was the ape that was like
masterpiece.
holding the rifle, right?
yeah.
Isn't that the one where they ape up the
Abraham
Lincoln
Lincoln
Memorial,
is,
right?
yeah, at the
that's
end.
That was
Chimpanzee,
terrible.
Yeah.
That was god awful.
The Tim Roth was the
Tim
ape
Roth
that,
was
that
Tim
returned
Roth,
to Earth.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah,
That's right.
but Tim Roth was the one that returned
Helena
to Earth
Bonham
before
Carter.
Wahlberg did and screwed up the entire
Oh,
timeline.
yeah.
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 Helena Bonham Carter.
Looking like Michael Jackson.
They kiss.
When? Which
I didn't mind
version?
It. I didn't mind when they kiss.
Who? a monkey and a monkey and a
Mark,
human.
Mark Wahlberg and Helena Bonham Carter.
That's all right.
And that's how you get COVID-19.
And monkey babies.
Helena Bonham Carter actually looked better in that movie than
As
she
a-
usually does.
in real life, right?
Preferred her as an ape.
Pig Vomit was in that too.
That's right.
Yes,
Oh,
he
that's right.
This
was.
is like the orangutan.
Yeah.
He was.
Yep.
He was,
Dr.
Yeah, he was like the
Dr.
Dr. Zayas.
That was a good cast, man.
It was.
It was.
But it wasn't a very
That
good
movie should have worked.
Good
Yeah.
Should've been
director.
better.
But it didn't.
Yeah.
Had a lot of
Should've been
talent.
better.
Yeah.
Yep. It wasn't though.
Agreed.
What the hell did I have? I didn't have a lot for this one. This was tough franchise-wise. This Alice popped into my, Kristen popped into my head. Kane Hodder, but I had already ranted about
we went about that
which
last
is why
week,
I
yeah.
avoided it this time. You people don't need to hear that again, do you?
Tommy Jarvis.
Tommy Jarvis. I know
Tommy
Derek and I are in
Jarvis.
sore disagreement of this, but I would like to have seen Corey Feldman
I know you
continue.
I would have too. It would have been good for everyone.
I would
Us,
have been
him,
good.
He could have used it for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Tom.
Tito, shout out to Josh Dolan. He replied to, or he sent in a message after this week's episode saying that if Tito's serious about going to see Corey Feldman in concert, he wants to come along.
Is he around?
I don't know. You said if he comes around, you're buying.
Oh, I would totally.
So
see that
Josh
fucking show.
wants in.
The tickets are only $7.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Keep an eye
else
out
you
on.
gonna-
They go lower and lower every time you mention
And that's
it, Tito.
with fees.
I may just go to watch
Actually,
Tito. watch the
Ticketmaster will pay
concert.
you this time.
I was gonna say.
It's like the new Domino's thing. You pick up the pizza, they're gonna give you $3.
Exactly.
Come to Corey's concert,
Yep.
you'll get $10.
You get
Yeah.
Ticketmaster points.
That's
Buy a
awesome.
ticket, get 6.
Yeah. No. I'll go.
things away.
I want one ticket. You want one row? I want one ticket. You want one row?
Imagine him
Take
just
the row. Take the
fucking
row.
dancing
Bring your
like a
friends.
lunatic.
No, we'll watch Tito enjoy it.
It'll be great.
It's the same reason I went to the last Bad Boys movie. It's
I'd
like,
go.
Look how
I would
excited
go.
Tito is.
I would go.
How could you not?
I would
you,
go.
Yeah, come on.
You would go.
For
It would be
$7?
fun. It'd be
Come
fun.
on.
$7.
And you'll probably fall in love with
Watch
Corey
their, like-
Feldman all over again.
Watch their like $75.
I have a newfound respect.
$7 and it includes a voucher for the concession stand too.
It'll be the Brie Larson thing all over again, Derek.
For $13, you can play drums with them.
14, you
Play
can
drums.
throw a drum
you
at
can be
him.
in
you
the
know?
bands.
This is for Bordello of Blood, asshole.
But you got to get greased up and play the saxophone.
That's it. Yeah. Purple pants.
Oh, you don't have
all
to
that.
pay me to do that. You don't have to pay
No,
any
sir.
excuse to get covered in grease. And
Grease
wear
me up,
purple
woman.
pants.
Who the hell was that guy? The greased up sax player?
Oh, I figured his name.
Oh,
Because we were goofing on him during the episode. We talked about it. He's
we
like
talked about
making
him all the time.
sandwiches in Providence now, isn't he? Oh, too
Making
funny.
Sandwiches. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, that was a good appetizer.
It was.
I wish
You feel
I
full?
was more prepared.
Or do you have room for more?
I have room for more, but I don't have anything else to offer.
I mean, like we
can't-
have the main course to get through.
Oh, I got it.
Capella.
We can do the
Yeah.
main course. I don't have an in-depth intro for this one yet.
No?
No, so
Yeah.
You used to have to write it?
if anybody, I didn't.
Should we pause?
Stop. The red light turned green.
Pause
so
for
I-
station identification.
Well, you said yeah.
Every year, Hollywood makes hundreds of movies. This was one of them.
Yes. All right, let's get to the main course.
We had gazpacho soup for starters. I didn't know gazpacho soup was meant to be served cold. I called over the chef and I told him to take it away and bring it back hot. He did. The looks on their faces still haunt me today. I thought they were laughing at the chef, when all the time they were laughing at me as I ate my piping hot gazpacho soup.
Comedy. What is comedy? Is it timing? Is it a series of unfortunate events that make us laugh because they are done so with humorous tact? The answer to this is I don't know, but neither appeals to me in Police Academy 4.
Oh.
The fourth installment in the Police Academy franchise, where tonight we're going to be debating because some of us like this film and some of us do not. So this will be a fun episode. I don't really need to say too much about it. You can only go, so far in depth with a pretentious intro on a fourth movie in a Police Academy film. But I will say that while I enjoyed some of the antics, they were few and far in between for me. So that's my opening thought right there. And I'm going to go over to who's starting us off. Oh, Tito.
me.
I guess I should have went second. Tito?
That's okay. I love the Police Academy franchise. I love all of the movies. This was one of my favorites growing up. This is probably the first one I saw. This was like I was right at the age where it came out, and I really enjoyed it. I love the. It's just such a stupid movie.
On that, we're in agreement.
And I love it even more now than I did then. It's funnier to me now than it was when I was a kid.
And it keeps getting funnier. funnier every single time I see it.
I didn't laugh at anything when I was a kid. I didn't get any of this shit.
Yeah.
But now it's just hilarious to me.
No, we'll do that.
But oddly enough, this movie, as I was watching it, I was like, wow, what a fucking topical film. A movie about the police and community relations and trying to develop a program to get the community involved in policing so people can try to help out and make their neighborhoods better. It's kind of amazing. And the fact that like what stood out, the most for me immediately was like Captain Harris going after the skateboard kids and thinking like they're the biggest menace in town. It's like, that's what you're spending your time on?
Yeah.
And Mahoney being like a normal human being who's like, no, they're good kids. We should focus on actual crime. You know, it's I don't know. It was all too topical for me and done really, really well. And it all kind of made sense. Like it held up to me. Nothing in this movie it kind of blew my mind while I was watching it. I was like, oh shit, this is kind of awesome that they are so kind of on the button for, I guess, American culture or whatever it is. This country with policing and community and all those things. It made me like it more now. Maybe if the world was different now, it might not. But
maybe.
Wow.
It made more sense to me.
Captain Harris was trying to go after David Spade, though. I think
Yeah, I mean, I don't like David Spade at all. I think he's like way too old to play a high school kid. Or I don't know, 18? I don't know. They let 18-year-olds police
David
neighborhoods.
Spade
But how old
looked
was
the
he
same
back
age.
in 19, what is it, 80?
He's probably 26.
He probably is pretty
It was
young.
probably like 19.
Came out in
different time,
87,
right?
so I mean, was that even before he was on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, he might have been in his
I
late
think this
teens,
was his
early
first
20s.
acting gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was his debut.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
old.
I'm a fan of this
And
movie.
Tito brings up a lot of good points.
I'm a fan.
I might actually love this movie now.
Wow.
No,
You converted one. Well, Derek, can you convert the other? Oh, no, you're leaving.
All right, no,
no,
I'm
no, you're coming back.
I'm just standing.
Don Amici,
He was 23 in 87.
23. All right. So, I mean, that's not off for playing a teenager.
Dude always looks like a
I was close. I was
Yeah.
26.
close.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know, he looked old as fuck, man.
Yeah,
I said
definitely.
19.
He still
Way
looks like
off.
he's 26.
Yeah. I think he started like his hair started thinning early, like it did for me. Too.
Should have went with the cut like he did in was it Coneheads, where it was Michael McKean's. He looked good. He was rocking that kind of do.
Yeah.
Derek, what's
I love this movie as well. I am a huge fan of the series. I enjoy it a lot. This one's probably my second favorite, and I just I like it. I agree with Tito. There's not really a lot that's outdated. Maybe the hot air balloons.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like hot air balloons were good. Were big in the 80s. Chipmunk Adventure.
Yeah, maybe 1880s.
Right. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of, as Brian would say, for me, there's not a lot of fat in this movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie that I enjoy pretty much from start to finish and still enjoy, despite how many times I've seen it.
Nice.
I didn't even get to say anything about Steve Gutenberg.
Well, go
Because I fucking love the guy.
Chime in.
And I'm just going to end it there.
Chime in.
All right.
Go ahead, Brian.
Okay.
Brian, what's the fat content of Police Academy
It's
4?
Well, there's really not a
Very
lot
lean.
there's not a lot of fat on it. There really isn't. There's not a lot of anything on it. That bone has been picked bare, comedy wise, like by the second movie. No, Tito, you really do bring up a lot of good points. Good night, everybody. No, Tito, you really do bring up a lot of good points about it being topical, and I think they had a lot of good intentions story-wise. But the movie, for me, seemed to get bogged down in too much shtick, as Mark calls it. You know, with Michael Winslow doing his same stuff. Way too much Bobcat Goldthwait. The other people just living up to, like, there's no character development for any of these people.
Because they've already been developed.
But they never grow past that. It's the same joke over and over with these people. You know, it's like watching the first movie was a lot better. If I want to watch a Police Academy movie, I will watch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And not this one.
1 is great.
1 is fantastic.
1 is a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah. Is that the only one that was rated R?
Yeah, that's what they
and maybe that's why.
They fucked up every movie.
I really think that's why they took
They
took a lot of the edge out of when they take that off of it. It just doesn't have the same. It just doesn't ring the same as it did before. And I think maybe I'm just missing the Police Academy of old. When it was fresh and it was funny, and now it's not, even though the story could have had potential.
It's that old carton of Chinese food that you just won't throw away for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all have that in our
There were
fridge.
so many of those, like the Porkies.
I've got
and
Arm & Hammer.
Police
Yeah, but your
Academy.
Arm & Hammer box is
Revenge of
from
the-
1987, too.
Yeah. It just like got watered down, but yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Was
I still
the
love this
rate?
movie.
I have a question. Was the ratings changed because was the cartoon out at that time? Because weren't they were
I don't
starting?
think the cartoon came out till
No,
that was a '90s.
it was
thing?
after because Gutenberg wasn't on his character wasn't on it.
I know. I just know they were
Or he
gearing it
wasn't on
for
it anyway.
kids after
Yeah.
a
Oh
while.
yeah, no, I
because
had
of
a
the
bunch of
cartoon.
action figures. I had the
Right.
police
That was
house.
the age when they were taking a lot of stuff and making animated.
Yeah.
They had a Rambo
Yeah,
cartoon,
they had
for
the
Christ's
same
sake.
thing. The Lethal Weapon cartoon. I
Right,
had my toy,
exactly.
Mr. Joshua, and you could burn his wrist with an actual lighter, and it wouldn't melt.
Wow.
Oh no, that didn't happen.
Oh. What about the action figure?
Be a lot cooler if it did.
Don't you think if there was a Gary Busey action figure, I'd have it?
The cartoon was 1988, so just after this.
Oh, all right.
You pull the string and it goes, hey!
Hey. So yeah, but we're still
Well.
pretty close though. I mean, so that's is that what it was? We were just watering it down for the kiddies, and could be it.
Miami was next, right?
Yeah, Mission
this one?
Miami Beach,
Yeah.
which is even it's still a little zany, but not nearly as that first one is like
First one's
hilarious. It's
great. Oh, yeah.
offensive. It's
It is.
awesome.
Well, the
There's
first
naked
one
women
is a
everywhere.
solid good movie.
Well, and because
Yeah.
it was at the time, it was
Yeah.
like that was an original idea.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
he,
absolutely.
He came up with that idea and thought it was really fun. It was so the director, I forget what movie he was working on. He was working on another movie
The director of this one
of
number
the
4?
original.
Oh, okay.
And they had some scene and they needed local cops to come and kind of just keep everything under control. Mm-hmm. And like busloads of random people like that were like the citizens type thing. They showed up. It was all like old, young, white, black, Asian, all like very mixed and all walks of life. And he thought because they were so inept and couldn't really, they were horrible at what they were supposed to be doing. They're doing. He thought that was a great idea for a movie, so he wrote a treatment in one night and got it approved, and they greenlit right away. The idea of just what would happen if a bunch of random people that don't really seem like cops became cops.
Yeah, you get that Simpsons episode, which did it a hell of a lot better.
The one Marge becomes?
Homer the Vigilante, when he forms the neighborhood watch, and Sam Neill's the cat burglar in that one.
Oh yeah, the one with the cat. Yeah.
Wait, so what's the one that the Marge cop one?
Marge
That's a
becomes
different
a
one.
cop in one.
Marge, yeah, that's a different one where Marge becomes an officer of the law because she's bored being a housewife.
Oh, I remember that one. That was an early episode.
Yeah. Well, season 5, I think.
Out of 35, that's an early one.
You're right. That's right. You know why? I never go past 10.
I agree.
I don't go past 10, so that it's still middle of the cheese for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to acknowledge that
it's early.
This thing has been going on.
Yeah.
When was this movie made? 1987. 2 years later, The Simpsons started.
Oh, that's crazy.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I guess we would call it an early season.
Yeah.
For normal people who
For
keep
normal
up with
people.
time and are smart. Sure. Thanks, Brian.
I'm just saying.
Are you? All right. Cinco de Mayo. What?
Cinco de
Anybody
Margarita?
else have anything to say?
No.
No? Want to get to the
Fucking
category?
killer.
I'm ready to defend.
This
You're
movie's
ready to
fucking
defend.
killer.
All right.
That's all I have to
Movie
say.
will kill you if you operate
straight
heavy
fire.
machinery.
Straight fire, yeah, for sure. My favorite scenes, I'm going. It's always been my favorite ever since I was a kid. Is the opening scene, where they are chasing Arnie and Kyle, played by fucking couple of losers. David Spade.
Is that how they're credited?
I'm sorry, guys.
From Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Fast Times at Brian Backer plays Arnie.
I was way off.
He's the kid that worked at the movie theater.
That was way off.
And they give him a hard time, and then they're like, "That's not skating. This is skating." And then the fucking Bones Brigade shows up, and they start doing awesome skating.
Yep.
And they're all wearing a different colorway of the original Jordan 1s.
That's right.
As they're doing it, it's amazing, and they're doing a lot of fun tricks
Yep.
and stunts. And it's just funny, and then they crash at the thing, and Harris is chasing them, and Harris's dick gets caught on the fence. I love that scene. I think it's very funny.
It happens.
Captain Harris, I think, is a hilarious character.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that character.
too.
But that's one of my favorite
I
scenes.
do like Captain Harris.
For sure. And it always was. I just want to be one of those kids skateboarding down a fucking corkscrew garage.
In neon clothing.
But I always think now that I'm older, every time I see that scene, I'm like, what if a car comes?
Yeah. They're whippersnappers to you now.
Yeah. The car's gonna come.
Get
It's gonna
off
hit
my
him.
lawn.
Be safe. Be
Well,
safe, kids.
that's not safe.
Yeah.
Damn, kids. I burped into the mic.
That's my favorite
Sorry.
scene.
That's what I think of this movie. It's my belch. I give it one belch out of it. My favorite scene is the helium scene. I like that scene. Any scene where people suck helium. It's fucking hilarious.
yeah.
They suck helium. That sounds really nasty, Derek.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, whenever anybody is inflicted with helium.
Damn it, I haven't been this dizzy since I did those helium whippets at that birthday party. Okay, ready? Here goes.
I'm a female. I have a high voice. I have reproductive organs inside of me, and I buy groceries.
It's always a pleasure for me. I'm going to go with that because that's all I remember.
And he's teaching CPR. How would administer oxygen is when
That's
it happens.
right.
So it's like he's trying to be very
Recessa
serious.
Annie. Oh, no, it's no Recessa
No.
Annie. It's just a mess.
Recessa Annie. You're
Would've
thinking
been
of Mystery
better-
Science Theater.
Would have been better if it was Recessa. Oh God, this movie.
I like the airplane finale. It's a lot of fun. Good action sequence overall. And I'm in the minority here, but
I don't think so.
I love Bobcat Goldthwait in this. I love Zed in this movie.
You just wait and
This-
find out, Derek.
Zed's dead, baby.
What we
Zed's
think
dead.
about fucking Zed in this movie.
Well, because I can
awesome
I
it
can
is.
relate to the whole like not
Screaming?
liking,
Oh.
yeah, like being not being a big fan, and I wasn't really outside of this franchise. I wasn't a big fan of like the whole shtick that he does with
Yeah.
the voice. But his like in the second one when he's the leader of the gang, and then this one, just him and Sweet Chuck are hilarious. Like the whole dynamic between the two of them, and those guys were like best friends in real life.
Is that Tim Kazurinsky?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so his scene when he's reading the poetry is my favorite. Like the delivery is just great, and it's like if you're gonna have a goofy guy like that with a voice like that would have been that scene alone would have been great, and then you do away with him if you want to. But,
So just put him in the back.
but that
after.
scene, don't get rid of that scene. That
Okay.
scene's fantastic.
No, it's great. You know what? Another favorite of mine. I'm gonna skip all you guys and go back to me.
That's not fair.
Is when Sweet Chuck is wrestling House, and then House just flips him, and Zed's just like, "You were so close. You had it by like a hair. You had it by like a hair."
Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brian. What's your favorite scene?
So my favorite scene is when Callahan dives into the pool in her white,
Oh,
her white tank top.
That's the scene.
That's the scene.
That is a great scene.
Oh
That's
my God,
the
Leslie
scene.
Easterbrook.
Yep.
Yeah.
We needed more of that.
Yes, we did.
And
As a matter
less
of fact,
Bobcat.
I think it was just before that scene came on, and I was like, "Are there boobs in this movie?"
No, because what happened? Bobcat showed up after, right? We were like, well, then again, maybe we've been too hard on this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it went back to Bobcat. We were like, no, never mind.
Him
never
and the
mind.
girl.
Yeah.
It was like a little hint of what
It's like what
Police
could've
Academy
been.
used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember tits? We
Yep.
used to have tits.
Yep.
I think it's like the closest she gets to being topless in any of those
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
is that scene.
Remember
She's not
when
topless in
Commissioner
the other
Hearst
ones.
got an accidental blowjob
Oh,
under the
great
podium?
scene.
See? No
Great
more
scene.
stuff like that.
That's so funny. And then Mahoney sticks his head out and
Yeah,
winks at him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He just gave me a blowjob. That movie's awesome.
Why didn't we just watch that 4 times?
So good. We could have watched it.
You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because we made, or rather I made Tito watch Cool as Ice and Manos.
Yeah.
I owe it to him.
Yeah.
And I owe it to him
I
to
was
watch
behind you on the
others.
Manos one.
Listen, this movie's better than both those movies.
That's right.
Maybe not Cool as Ice, but definitely Manos.
I think I could watch Manos over this one.
No way.
Well,
Bobcat,
the
Bobcat would make both of those movies better.
Huh?
Can you
Put
imagine a
Bobcat in both those movies.
Can you imagine, exactly. I was gonna say, can you imagine a remake of Manos with Bobcat as Torgo?
That
would
I'd see.
kill.
That I
It
would
would
see.
kill.
Absolutely.
You
want me to put the suitcases in the room? Oh, in the car, in the room. I can't do Bobcat.
It always turns
sounds
into
Frank
Cosby.
Oz. Yeah, everything goes back to Cosby.
Do we have a hated least favorite scene?
Oh, many.
You all right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, you're
It's weird because
starting.
I'm asking the question, but then I'm answering my own
Tito.
question.
Yeah.
I was asking the question to myself. I really don't. I really don't. You know what I put initially was the Blue Oyster Cult.
Are you sure that was sounding okay? I'll be honest, fellas, it was sounding great, but I could have used a little more cowbell.
Blue Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
The Blue Oyster Bar.
Did I?
But I actually really like that it's a reoccurring theme throughout the entire
Well,
movie.
this is the last
I think it's
one.
funny. It's the last
This
time
is
it
the last
happens.
time that that's in it, and the last time that Mahoney's in it.
I actually think
Coincidence? I think not.
That's right.
I actually really like.
He went back to giving accidental blowjobs under the podium.
I know you like the end. I don't like it as much. The balloon stuff, I don't like.
Yeah, well, the
as
balloon
much.
stuff's bland.
Yeah, that was
the airplanes.
I might pick the airplane stuff with Tackleberry and Sweet Chuck and Zed. I think is cool. But the balloon stuff, I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, that was.
So I might go that direction. You got a scene?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. The hot air balloons in movies are not fun anyway. I don't like them. I think they're goofy, with the exception of the opening of The Great Muppet Caper, which is fantastic. But any time the first or second, is it the second fucking Superman movie where they escape via
a hot air
balloon.
And then
I don't like hot air
and then
balloons.
they take it all the way up to the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
North, Miss Tessbacher. North.
No, they take it to the sleds, and then the dogs.
Oh, that's right. But the sleds were still way.
Yeah, I don't know how he. That movie. Anyway, stick with the Donner cut. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it because I don't like hot air balloons at all.
They're romantic.
No, they're not. You could die. You could die.
Mark absolutely hated Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah. Why would you do that? Trust my life to a balloon? I don't even like going up in an airplane. I'm not going up in
Yeah,
my
it
balloons.
seems tricky.
He stole my balloons.
Like the first 6 times they did it was like.
stole my balloons. What? I like those balloons.
A lot of people died in the beginning of the
I like
hot air
Callahan's
balloon.
balloons.
Oh, Callahan. Yeah, I like that. Full circle.
See? Bringing
Full
it back.
circles like Callahan.
No, it's just they're boring things. They go up, they come
breasts?
down.
I don't think so.
No, the balloons.
No.
Not her
Okay.
breasts stay where they are. Kathleen Turner's breasts go up and down.
Jesus.
Well, you were making fun of them earlier. I don't want to. Well,
That was ages ago.
that was an hour ago. It's like an early.
I was
season of The
upstairs. I
Simpsons.
missed that entire conversation.
It wasn't
Scene that you hate?
Yeah.
I don't have any that I
Balloons.
really don't like. I guess the jailbreak scene where the ninjas are involved.
Oh,
there's
Jesus.
there's
I forgot
ninjas,
about the ninjas.
which is a little much. But other than that, I like this movie. Sorry.
I don't like the ninja stuff either.
Yeah.
I forgot about the ninjas.
I like
It's a little too corny.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot when you're talking about Police Academy.
That's the straw that breaks the camel's
it is.
back. Right. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm
That's the
going
sword.
balloons. Balloons are boring. I agree with Mark. You might as well have
Enemy
a
of the show, balloons.
You might as well have a
Yeah.
bicycle chase.
Hot air balloons. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, with no tires.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Just a fucking exercise bike chase.
Exactly.
Yeah, stationary.
Exactly. Treadmills. He's chasing a guy at the gym. He's never.
The only bike chase that works is fucking Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh yeah.
My bike.
All right. What would I change? Who would I change?
Not for sale, Francis.
Everything is for sale, Pee-wee. I'm Chubbs.
That's Chubby. Yeah.
Chubby. Oh, I love Chubby.
He played a prick really.
I'm so sorry. What?
I'm gonna get Mark a T-shirt that says "I heart Chubbs."
Oh, dude, only if you get his face.
God.
I want his face.
Yeah,
Instead of
in
the
the
heart.
heart.
Yeah, I want Mark Holton's fucking face right on my belly, man.
That's his name, Mark Holton.
Mark Holton. Chubbs, man.
I know Chubbs.
The unsung
I
hero
bet you
of Teen
do.
Wolf.
Yeah.
What?
making 3-point
What
hook
the hell
shots.
is the category? I'm sorry.
No worries. What would I change? Who would I change?
Who would you replace with Chubbs?
Nobody.
No. That's the question.
Oh.
Never.
A hand.
I would put Chubbs in Police Academy.
It goes back to our appetizer.
Oh, okay.
If you had to replace any character in this movie with Chubbs.
Oh,
who would it
there's
be?
one.
See?
Scott Howard not coming back for Teen Wolf 2.
Yeah, but you know what? It made it a better movie. I like that movie better.
What, Teen Wolf 2? You like part 2?
Teen Wolf 2.
Wow.
Dude, you're insane. That's insane.
They have boxing.
I want to party with you.
Playing with fire.
You're a wild man,
That
Derek.
barely made it to theaters, that movie.
I know. It's sad.
Is it the Do You Love Me musical number? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
And I love the fact that it's like the teacher ends up like you
with the
find
tail
out
at the
Kim
end.
Darby.
Yeah.
Yes.
she's a werewolf. That's
She is.
cool.
She has a tail.
That's cool.
The other
It's got-
fucking
It
it's
didn't
got
werewolf.
sound
better
convincing
music.
at all when you said that.
It's got
yeah,
better
it's cool.
music. It's got. I just like it.
Whoa,
Better
whoa,
music?
whoa,
Win in the
whoa,
end?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Oh wait, Win in the End is
Win in
the
the
first
End
one?
is in
Yeah.
the first one. Oingo Boingo
No
did the
way.
second one. Who do you want to be
Yeah,
today?
that's a great song too.
Yeah.
Oingo Boingo's
I do like-
One,
fantastic.
I like Oingo Boingo
one
too, yeah.
song.
All right, well,
Teen
whatever.
Wolf had like
Agree to
3.
disagree.
Okay. We'll come back to this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Teen
so
Wolf
I
versus
would have
Teen Wolf 2.
changed. I wrote the guy's name down and I didn't even realize. I would have actually cast the actual like Tony Hawk and one of the other guys from the Bones Brigade to be David Spade or Brian Backer, because they don't have like huge parts. So why not actually have a couple of kids that can skateboard be those roles? They're in there. They have very few lines. Who cares?
Corey Feldman.
That's what I would change. I will take a Corey Feldman. in
Both
this movie.
Corys. Put
I'll
both
take
of
both.
them.
I would take both.
Oh, that's what it should have been. It should.
You're talking about the
Corey's-
Ultimate Police Academy movie now.
I'm helping you. If
Yeah.
anything, I'm helping make this movie better.
Yeah.
This just became Tito Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Rosebud.
My friend.
I would
Did you change
replace Bobcat with anybody. I would replace
Chubbs?
him with Chubbs. I would replace him with a Chubby. No, I would replace him with Corey Feldman just to piss Derek off. That's what I would do.
Impossible.
Just to see the look on his face in an alternate universe. I don't know who I would. I mean, I'm not a huge Bobcat fan, but honestly, nobody in the cast like really bothered me.
Is there
It was
something about the movie itself you
just
might change?
the movie itself? Kind of wish it was funnier. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm not huge into the franchise. I've seen the first couple. I love the first one. I'm not into the franchise like you guys, so I can't really argue with you about this. The cast was all fine. They were doing what they were known to do, so I wouldn't replace any of them. I don't know. This movie just wasn't that funny for me.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. That's all I got. Don't know why. I have a lousy sense of humor. Thank you for agreeing,
Step
Derek.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Admitting that I have a problem.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Admitting that you're wrong.
And I apologize for that. Step 2.
Don't be sorry.
No,
Be
that's step
better.
9.
Plan 9 from outer space.
I wouldn't.
Apologies is like that. Right.
I wouldn't recast anybody.
See, we agreed.
I think I would change that. I would give the citizens a little more to do. Like the idea of the movie is called Citizens on Patrol, so it's like you would think that there would be a little bit more action with the citizens doing, like whether it's their training, and instead it kind of just felt like a rehash of these characters going through training and doing the funny stuff. It's like give the citizens make it about them.
Well, 3 is like Back to the Academy.
Right.
So this is just the poor man's Back to the Academy
Right.
one.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Side B
3 is awesome.
of Back to the Academy. Side
Yeah.
B on a tape was never as
Or
cool
like
as
Back to
Side A.
Basics. I forget what it's called.
For all those who remember tapes.
But yeah, I wouldn't really. I don't think I'd recast anybody. Maybe certain characters that didn't really need to be there.
Okay.
But I'll get to that when we get to the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got to see that you.
Somebody I would replace would be definitely Bobcat. With me, a little Bobcat goes a long way, and I liked him better when he was the gang leader, and he didn't have as much screen time in the previous movie. If I had to replace him, I think I would like to see him as the first matchup between David Spade and
Chris Farley?
Chris Farley. I would like to see Chris Farley play Zed.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you imagine Zed doing that poetry as Chris Farley?
That would be awesome.
See?
Yes.
Well,
You wouldn't have that fucking voice, man. But you would still have funny shtick.
would have
I think
argue
you
with
would have
that.
an actual comedian doing funny things
Yeah.
instead of just a funny fucking voice.
I am going to give a shout out to Bobcat and Scrooge, though. I fucking love him in Scrooge. Or Scrooged, rather. Excuse me.
yeah.
So I guess, like you said, a little Bobcat goes a long way. And there's not much of him in Scrooged, and he's very memorable in it. So
Yeah, he's great.
I'll tell you.
Okay. I believe he's great as well.
You do.
Yes.
You
I think the
guys-
only movie that I enjoyed Bobcat in
Was Hot to Trot?
No,
kidding.
was One Crazy Summer. When he was
he's awesome in that.
The
Stork
Egg
twins,
brother.
or
Yeah,
Egg?
yeah, he was Egg, right?
Is it Egg?
Egg.
Egg or Stork?
I forget which one. There was Stork brothers, the Stork twins,
Stork
right?
twins.
He was Egg, and I forget the other brother.
Oh yeah. One of the, yeah.
The tall, skinny guy.
I don't know if I've.
You never seen One Crazy Summer?
Or if I do, I don't remember.
Cusack, Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Go to Nantucket.
Yeah.
I
a local
will
movie.
say he's a good filmmaker, though. He's gone on to direct. He made Willow Creek, a horror movie I absolutely love.
That's a good flick.
Bobcat. So he's got some filmmaking chops on him.
And
he seems like an intelligent guy because,
He's
like I
very
said,
intelligent.
after we watched the movie last Wednesday,
Yep.
and you guys all went home, I put on the recent Joe Bob episode, and he happened to be
shows
guesting on it. And he wasn't doing the stupid voice. He was doing like a little bit of stand up, telling jokes and stuff and stories. And he seems like a genuine guy that I would almost want to hang out with if he wasn't doing the fucking voice.
Dude, he loves Fulci movies.
He
I
loves
gotta give
Fulci
him props
movies
for that.
because that's what they were talking
He
about.
likes
Exactly.
Italian horror, and he put it in his shtick.
Giallo. Exactly.
Good man,
He
good
even
man.
talked about that. How nobody
You
got
know
his.
what? I
his
don't hate the man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna retract that.
I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
forgot
know.
that.
I
he
love
liked
his stupid
Italian.
voice.
I don't like him.
Me too.
But I don't like his voice. I like him.
I love that stupid voice he does.
I love that stupid voice. You do.
Hercules.
Hercules.
He's the voice of Pain and Panic. Remember?
Yeah, but he wasn't.
It was
the
him and Matt
whole-
Frewer.
But he
Okay,
wasn't
what?
the whole movie though. He
No,
wasn't-
I know, but like.
But he was.
But he used the voice.
Yeah, no.
Reporting for duty.
Matt Frewer was the other one.
No
kidding.
Tito, you have the right to be wrong.
See how hard we laughed?
Still good.
It's so funny.
It's still good.
But
It
we're
still
laughing
works.
at Brian doing it.
Yeah, well,
that's
it's the voice. He's just doing exactly what Bobcat would have done.
All right. True.
Okay.
True that.
What are you doing in this movie? Sharon fucking Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharon
Where
Stone.
the hell did you come from?
Why?
This is early.
Because she wanted
Why?
something fun.
She needed money.
Something
This is
happened.
early Stone.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened in her personal life. I was reading about. I forget what it was.
Interesting.
But she was like really down and not like she didn't want to do anything serious. She wanted to be around comedians.
Oh, okay.
Was
That's
this?
cool.
she's in.
Did she do Total Recall before or after this? Because that was around this time.
I'm not sure.
Total Recall was.
I think it might be after.
I want to say after.
That this was after Total Recall.
No.
That Total Recall
Was
Recall.
after this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every time I see that, or like, what's that other Action Jackson? She's in
Action
that.
Jackson.
The only thing I remember her from before this was, remember she did that Alan Quartermain on the Lost City of Gold?
Oh yes.
She did, what was his name? Richard Chamberlain?
Yeah, and James Earl Jones is in that one too.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I don't remember him being in it.
That was one of those shitty Canon films.
Yeah.
Will?
Oh, yeah.
They're
Made for
ashamed of
$5. It was a total ripoff of Indiana Jones.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, Alan Quartermain was a book that.
Well, right. I mean,
Indiana
this
Jones was like based on like kind of.
Right, but because Indy became popular,
Yeah.
they
and
they
then
pushed
they
this
jumped on
out.
it.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
tried to capitalize on it, and it was, it's just
It's like the Netflix Thor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I never saw that. I've
Not
seen
a
it, but I
Yeah,
haven't
no,
seen
you
it.
just watch the trailer.
Yeah.
I'd rather just watch Thor, actual Thor.
Yeah,
Thor.
she does this. She's Action Jackson. She's Steven Seagal's wife in Above the Law,
Oh, wow.
and then Total Recall in 1990.
She is.
Oh, that was 90?
And Action Jackson. That
Oh,
was with the
wow.
other Chubs, right?
Yeah.
I thought Total Recall was in the 80s.
Oh, with the
Carl
other Chubbs.
Weathers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carl
Chubbs.
Weathers. Yeah, yeah.
Golf instructor Chubbs.
Which is 88. So
God
she did
damn
that
it,
in
Happy.
88. Oh, she's in Cold Steel too. I don't remember.
She needed something to lighten up.
Yeah.
That she needed something. And she,
Yeah, I don't know if someone in her
she
family
hopped
died.
on one of
was
the most
sick, or-
unfunny Police Academy. So did that backfire on her? Was she more depressed after
No,
doing
I
it?
hear she enjoyed her time.
Oh, she
on
did.
set.
All right, good. Well, then this movie just went up a notch because it
She's
made
not
Sharon
in very
Stone.
much of it.
Well, yeah.
No, she's really not.
So
Yeah, what?
what about you?
You
What
got
about
one?
me?
What
What
are you doing
what
in this
was
movie?
yours?
Same, Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
So that
too.
was
I think
mine,
you
but
should-
it was
But
more.
now I know why.
It was more so because it's a pointless character.
Yes.
She doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
supposed to be
useless.
there. She's like shows up as a reporter. She's not like a part of the cop program. She's kind of covering it, but there's no like they don't even have any scenes like they used to have where Gutenberg, like where Mahoney's kind of like hitting on her.
Yeah.
Like, you would think that they would be
That's
like
what I mean.
There would have
the
been a
movie
date
doesn't have
scene
the
where
edge.
she was, she's asking him, she's trying to pick his brain, and he's trying to drop her panties.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, he's always had a love interest, so
Right.
through- yeah,
and it's
she's
usually
like
a blonde.
She's an
Yeah.
Kim
afterthought.
Cattrall, now Sharon Stone.
She's an afterthought for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now I know how you feel about Beverly Hills Cop 3. Tito.
That movie
I do.
stinks.
Because this is my Beverly Hills Cop 3, even though it's a 4.
Tito's like, that movie stinks on ice.
No, but, but I know that Police Academy 1 is awesome.
There is another one. Fucking Taggart not coming back. To
Oh, yeah, it's like Hector Elizondo. He's got a different character.
That would
J.J. Jojo C. That's a funny part.
There's a lot of funny parts in that movie, Tito. I can remind you of all of them.
Yeah.
Bronson Pinchot alone, his scene.
That's a
is
funny
worth
scene,
seeing.
too. It's about 3 minutes long.
Belky.
That's
it's
a long. It's a
longer
long
than
movie.
3 minutes.
It's a long
about
movie.
10 minutes. 10
Long
minutes of
and-
improvised.
Not enough.
Dialogue
Not enough
from
minutes.
Bronson.
Not enough minutes.
From Balky. That's Balky
Brian,
improv.
Brian Ramsey.
Hello.
Kiki Dad. Was Sharon Stone yours also?
Yeah,
You got
Sharon.
another
That's
one?
what I said. Sharon Stone all around. She would have been my pick as well.
I mean, I would, David Spade.
Tony
maybe, like an
Hawk,
Arnold.
yeah.
Arnold- Oh, Tony Hawk.
Yeah, but Tony Hawk was in it for what? 10
Yeah,
seconds?
but it was like, oh wow,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was back then.
Yeah, exactly, because he was just starting.
Nobody to me. He wasn't a video game yet.
No, no, exactly.
You know?
Things that might not work today. As much as I actually really like the Blue Oyster Bar, it probably doesn't work today. And I actually, the more I thought about it, the more I thought like, well, yeah, if I was those dudes and then the same dudes hanging out in the bar every day and some new dude showed up, I'd be like, hey, man, you want to dance? I'm tired of dancing with these fucking guys all the time. There's some new guys here. I want to dance with them.
I've been dancing with the same guy since Police Academy 1.
Yeah, right. There's a new fucking guy. Oh, Proctor's back. Cool. I haven't seen him since the last movie. So as much as I feel like you wouldn't put it in a movie just because they wouldn't, because something's going to offend somebody, but I think those scenes are hilarious, and I don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're like shitting on gay people. And the bikers from the Blue Oyster call
You're going to want that cowbell.
kick
Bar.
Zed's gang's ass in
Yes,
part 2.
yes, they do.
Yeah, they get
That's
into
right.
a huge brawl in the middle of
The Blue Oyster
part
Bar,
2.
not the cult.
I keep saying cult.
You do.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't fear the Reaper.
That's right.
I want to hear it. Don't feel
Yeah.
Reaper right now.
Baby,
Your impression needs more cowbell.
that's the song, right?
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
That's a good song.
It is.
You sound like me singing Crossroads.
That was it. And that's my Uncle Charles.
You
You got something that might not work
what
today?
doesn't work in this movie? Oh.
Maybe we should flip it. What does
You know,
it?
I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna diss it. Honestly, I'm not, because I didn't like it, but it's got a following. This franchise has a following. I watch movies that don't work for literally anybody else, so I'm not gonna shit on you guys at all. For me, it's just the movie's not funny, and it doesn't work for me because I don't really laugh a whole hell of a lot like I did at the other ones, and so I guess that doesn't work, or if the humor doesn't hold up, or whatever. I've seen Michael Winslow's voice stuff now. It's old hat.
Yeah,
so.
agreed.
And
It's
that's what I'll say about it.
the
But
same
again,
shtick.
you know, this franchise has an awesome following. So who the hell am I to judge?
So cool. Michael Winslow was so cool.
It's not Beverly Hills Cop 3, but it'll
He
do.
was so cool. I was like, man, how do I get that job?
What? Doing
Being Michael
voices?
Winslow.
The what? The what? And the what?
Everybody pretended to fucking try to be that guy when they were.
Well, we had synthesizers on the rise. So he was out of a job pretty soon.
Yeah, poor guy. Bring him back.
I put the idea of the cop program. I know that you really liked it, and it is kind of topical as far as like outreach to the community, but I don't think that type of program would ever fly.
Oh, like letting them shoot guns and shit.
Yeah, or like
no.
you know, there's just too much risk, liability.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Letting an old lady have a gun, I don't think would work so
No,
well.
Mrs. Feldman? No.
Yeah.
Mrs. Feldman.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
Fucking
having Corey in it.
100-year-old woman. Yeah, you can join.
Yeah.
that was
absolutely.
Billy.
Bitch, yeah.
Billy Barty, right?
Yeah. Billy Bird.
Billy Bird. Sorry.
Billy Barty.
Rest in peace, Billy.
She was a short woman, Derek, but not that short.
The Home Alone lady.
Gwildor.
I remember her giving her plane ticket to the mom from Home Alone.
That's right.
She was Molly
that's right.
She was
That's
Molly
right.
Ringwald's grandmother in
She's in
16
the
Candles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're driving into Dunkin' Donuts all the time. They can't stop. You can't give them a gun at that age. You just
No,
can't.
yeah. Take that gun away from her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Violent old ladies are great, but not in today's climate. No.
Brian, what about you?
I agree. I was going to say I think it's
The program.
the program itself. I don't think it's a well-intended movie, but I don't think it'll work. No.
Yeah, certainly not the way they're executing it.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
But the idea of like, so what works most for me with the idea of that is like when they're playing basketball. And just like
Stuff
the
like
cops
that,
are just hanging out
exactly.
playing basketball in the community.
And you see clips like that
Getting to
all the
know
time
people.
on YouTube and TikTok and whatnot, where the cop comes into the streets and starts playing basketball with the kids, and that's the way to establish community relations.
Oh yeah, for sure. And just I don't know the idea. Proctor shows up and you guys are goofing off, and it's like, wow, what a fucking twisted view of what's happening right now, Proctor.
Exactly. Show them that the cops are real people and not something to just be feared when they ride by.
You know what else is weird too is the little subplot where Lassard is like overseas with a bunch of like a consulate of various
with every like
leaders.
ethnicity version of Lassard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they all have goldfish.
That's called movie filler.
Yeah, exactly.
Punky.
Yeah.
Punky.
It's the Police Academy United Nations.
I'll tell you, actually, I'll give you something I would change. I would like to see if we're going to have this people police brigade. I would have liked to have seen more of the film training them.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But have it done in a very humorous, more R-rated, hijinks sort of way. I think it would have had a
take
better
it back to
to its roots.
If you take, so here's the thing, it could work if you take those main characters and they fall back a little bit, and it just essentially becomes a remake of the original Police Academy.
Right.
Then there's a chance for it to be really funny because they don't need to leave the academy. They don't.
No.
They don't till the end of part 1, and that entire movie is hysterical.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then have the actual police academy in a situation that they can't get out of, and then this community has to commune together and take
and rescue them
and grow up a little quicker, as they say. And that would have been cool. Then have all the old ladies and stockbroker looking people you want, because a mob of people with guns is never going to work. They'll end up shooting one another before, especially now today. No three people can agree on anything. If Derek and I were in that mob, the two of us would be dead already over Corey Feldman. We wouldn't get to do any policing. It'd be like he was all right and lost, but fuck you, Macrina. We'd be dead.
Bang, bang, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Dream a little dream, motherfucker.
Oh, great. Jason Robards, the legend. That's a great movie.
I like Jason Robards.
He's great. Listen, he played Mark Twain. Favorite quotes? I'm just going to run off.
Go ahead.
I'll just do one.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
I'll wait because I got a bunch and they're all Zed.
God.
But I'm going to go with
I'm going to go to the bathroom during that part.
I'm going to go with my favorite Zed. Gene made a machine. Jojo made it go. I blew a fart.
Blew a fart.
Blew a fart.
Blew the whole damn thing
Blew the whole damn thing apart.
I think it's funnier when you read it.
I love that fucking scene. I love that. Great scene.
It is.
When you said it was your favorite, I was like, damn, Derek might pick this as his favorite quote.
It was my second quote, yeah. So
But
I'll go with the other one. But
absolutely.
yes, absolutely.
I say it to myself sometimes just because I think it's funny.
And his
I say
delivery,
it to my kids, it's hilarious.
It's
yeah.
He's
Very
really
poignant.
a poet. He's quite gifted.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
You got a favorite quote there, Macrina?
I can't remember any of them, man.
No?
Nope.
No?
Honest to God, I can't.
I got two more for you. Don't worry about it. I'll
All
take
right,
yours.
I'll take one. I'll nab one from Tito.
Don't touch those. Don't you ever touch my balls without asking.
That was what I was going to go with.
There you go.
I've got a backup. Where Lassard says, "What's the most frustrating thing about police work?" And Tackleberry says, "Not being able to carry hand grenades, sir." And Callahan says, "Separate locker rooms, sir." And Mahoney says, "Icky blue uniforms."
Oh yeah, icky blue uniforms. I remember that. Now that you've read it,
It's not bad. It's not Zed, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Somebody would decapitate him. It'd be great. Like,
I'm gonna do another Zed when they're by the pool.
Okay.
And Zed and Laura are talking, and Captain Harris comes over, and Zed says, "We were just like talking." And Captain Harris says, "Why don't you just like go talking someplace else? This isn't a spawning pool." I think that is an absolutely hilarious part.
I like that one.
And
I'll go with that one.
My other Zed, which this is the first time I heard it and was like, I actually understood what he was saying, which made it funnier. Zed, people just don't understand me. Laura, maybe if you talk slower. No, I mean who I am. Man, now I got to worry about my diction too. This was the first time I ever heard the end of it. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. He's so funny in this movie.
That was actually a good one. I remember.
He is so funny. Mickey, he killed him.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll buy a new one. It's a sentimental value. It's a family heirloom. He killed him.
I think it's funnier when you guys do it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's more
Arnie,
hilarious.
get out of the pool. You just ate.
Imitate this guy. The listeners at home cannot see Tito's face while
Tito
doing
is
this
as red as the
impression.
Coke can in front of him on the table.
He's hilarious. This
It
movie
looks
is
like you look like you're gonna shit your pants and you're coming at the same
sticks
time
his head
over
in.
how much you love this
Tito's
guy.
losing all control.
Oh my God. He doesn't even try to save the kid. He's Arnie, get out of the pool. You just ate.
Now say,
Oh
you like
my
it?
God. Yeah, right. I don't need it. I don't need it.
That's all I'm thinking.
So
Give me the cash.
You got any more Zeds over there, Derek?
No, I had that.
Okay.
The poem.
Oh my God, he's hilarious in this movie. This is gonna be my favorite category, MVP.
I think me and you have the same one.
So I almost went Gutenberg, but Gutenberg's not really in this movie.
He's really not.
No, he's not.
He's in it, but he's not in it.
Yo, he had the
Very
right
few
idea.
scenes. But you know who's in this movie a lot?
Punky.
Fucking Bobcat Goldthwait. I'm giving it to Zed.
I had a feeling.
I think Zed steals this movie.
Absolutely.
Right out from under Steve Gutenberg. He didn't come back for 5 either. You never see Zed again after this one.
Yeah.
You don't see Zed. You don't see Sweet Chuck.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh,
They're
wow.
not in 5 or 6 or any of the other ones. Bobcat was like, oh, Steve's leaving. I got to go too.
Yeah.
You got to, you picked Bobcat too, right, Mike?
Oh,
for
of course
MVP?
I did. Yeah. Sure.
It's unanimous, isn't it?
Yes. Let's.
Who's your MVP of this
I don't know.
film?
Sharon Stone.
What about the score, maybe?
Do I
Great
have an
score.
MVP? I don't remember anything.
The balloons.
The balloon.
The balloons. Callahan's
Callahan's
balloons.
boobs.
Yeah.
Callahan's boobs are my MVP.
Yeah.
I like Callahan. I like her in every movie, and I wanted to see more of her.
Mm-hmm.
And kudos for having her come back and basically do nothing in this movie. And what a shame.
How do you go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Leslie Easterbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Come back every time.
Trying to think.
Got anything
She
else?
did.
She
Pretty
come back every single time. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't
was
have
in
shit
all
to
of them.
do.
Callahan. It's a fun name. Dirty Harry.
Mhm.
Callahan.
She's still kicking around too, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Kicking around.
Still kicking.
Just kicking dirt. Walking down it.
Yeah, there we go. Callahan in the end credits. My MVP. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
The song from the end credits was fantastic.
Oh, that was a fun song.
Citizens on patrol.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
It's like fucking the Fat Boys, but it wasn't.
I'm down to jump.
Hey, that's my Uncle John.
Sometimes when you don't know the words, you just gotta go for it.
I do that all the time.
Mine was Bobcat. Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's my favorite Zed series, performance of the whole series, and I just
Are we having sex or me?
Yeah, both
are
of
we
you are
having sex
having
with
butt
Bobcat?
sex with each other and Bobcat.
Oh, like a fucking.
It's a three-way butt sex.
Like we're all connected.
like an Eiffel
It's
Tower,
a
or
fucking human
like a
centipede.
You don't know what it does, Shredder? All right, look, you grab your dick, and then you have someone else work your arm. Here, let me show you. I grab my arm, I'm grabbing my dick, you're grabbing my arm, now work it. Work my arm. See that shit? Work it up and down. See, it's like someone else jerking you off.
Oh.
No, a daisy chain.
Is that
Daisy
like the
chain is
toys?
when everybody's connected.
Yeah, we're
Human
all connected.
centipede.
Yeah.
The front and the back aren't touching.
I don't know where I
To
start
the
and
to
Bobcat
any of the
ends.
kids listening to this,
I thought that was a Milwaukee handbag.
My Little Pony. Back in the
I have no idea what
Why
that
does
is.
it smell like Miller?
yeah. What did you
Brian,
say?
what was
I'm
your
going with
MVP?
Callahan. Yeah. She was the best thing to look at.
Chance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She
So
looks
we're all
awesome.
thinking with our dicks for these.
Well, I think that Zed's girl is also pretty.
She is.
pretty hot in this
Yeah,
movie.
that's
the
true.
Laura.
Right, yeah.
Oh, she's got something.
She's got that
special.
nerdy cute thing going.
Yeah,
Looks
she's
like
got something special.
Yeah, she got the face of a chipmunk.
Oh, that's I like.
She looks
I
like
like
a
her
chipmunk.
face.
I
Yeah,
don't like her
it's
face.
soft and cuddly.
No, those teeth. Gosh, a rabbit.
Yeah,
you know
she's
what?
got some big teeth.
She's got a
Oh.
Bugs Bunny thing in the face going.
She's got a what's the girl bunny that everybody loves?
Oh, Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
from
Lola?
Lola.
Yeah, Lola.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Babs.
Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, that's the bunny. The
Yeah,
Callahan of
the Callahan
cartoons.
of bunnies right there.
Yeah.
Steve Gutenberg wasn't in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
He should have been.
Yeah, he should have been.
He was in Cocoon, and
And
Cocoon
Cocoon.
Returns.
With Wilford Brimley.
With Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley should have been
Fucking
in
Jessica
Police
Tandy.
Academy.
Wilford Brimley, who was my age when he made Cocoon.
Man, I love those movies. I haven't seen any Steve Guttenberg movie before like 91. I'm gonna just throw out a year because I feel like that's 91's right.
Let's talk
I
about
love all of them.
fucking 3 Men and a Baby and Short Circuit.
Great movie.
Three Men and a Little Lady, also good.
Awesome movie. Cocoon. I love
Cocoon.
I love those movies.
What am I missing?
The Police Academy franchise, motherfucker.
Well, the first two. Although I don't remember the third one. I would like to see the third one again.
It's basically Police Academy.
Yeah.
Is it as good as this one, Tito?
I might like it more.
Okay, so then
You like
I'm
3
not
more
gonna
than this
see it.
one?
I might, but I haven't seen 3 in a while. I've seen 4 many times. I've seen 4 more times than I've seen 3.
So I know what we're watching after this.
2, 1, 4,
Paranormal
3,
Activity 2.
2 is really funny. Yeah.
6, 7, 5.
I never saw. Is that the one they go to Moscow?
Yeah, Mission to Moscow.
I saw some of that one.
Actually,
I think I saw that one. I think I've seen all of
City
them at
Under
least
Siege, I don't
once.
mind.
Yeah.
I like Fackler. I like the Fackler character. I guess you can't have Sweet Chuck and Fackler at the same time.
Right.
I like
They both have
Tackleberry.
dark hair
Yeah,
and
they were
glasses.
like interchangeable.
I also like the actor who played Tackleberry.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam in the Brady Bunch movies.
He was the only one.
I
that
thought
was in-
Sam had magic fingers.
He was the only one that was in all of them, and
Yeah.
and the TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Winslow was on the series.
Michael
and
Winslow.
I think too.
Why is it
Hey, and the creeps. Thank you.
David Graff. David Graff.
David Graff, yeah.
All right. What the fuck's going on here?
Post
Does it make your rotation?
Oh, rotation. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I love this franchise.
No.
Just to play no.
Punky.
Punky. If I want to see him, I'll watch the Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
Definitely for me, yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'd rather watch the first one over.
Punky.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Brian.
Well, you can watch them both.
You could.
I could,
Yeah,
but I
you
won't.
If you were in the mood for a Police Academy, you're just.
I would watch the
you're gonna
first
watch
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have an ice
and I
cream
watched
sundae, and then you could get punched in the nuts after. That would be watching Police Academy, then Police Academy 4.
No, but you're a Police Academy fan. Like if I'm like, oh, I feel like watching a Police Academy movie, it could be any of them.
Well, that's a better question.
It really
You two,
could.
being the fans,
It could be
does it
any of
make
them.
your
Yeah,
rotation?
yeah.
Where does it stack in Police Academy films?
It's by like the third. I
Okay.
think third or fourth.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, maybe tied for third.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because I would go 1, 2. I could 3 and 4 a little bit. There's more Colleen Camp in 3,
Which
which I like.
Yeah.
She's got big boobs too.
Mm-hmm.
goes back to boobs.
awesome. Yeah, because I was a kid when I saw I
right.
liked
She
these
was a
fucking
vet.
movies. I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yvette
we were
from-
all,
Yvette
we
the
were
maid
all
from
boys
Right.
once.
And then I grew up
three
and I
horny
tried to
guys.
make
Scared.
excuses for
I too
myself
drink the
What,
cognac.
for liking boobs?
for being a pervert. Yeah.
I was listening.
I was a kid. I was listening.
Wait till you get to be my age, Tito.
But
then,
no, it was unlocked.
then you stop caring. You don't
Yeah.
care. You stop making excuses. You're like, yeah, I'm an old fat now. I like boobs.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Crazy
Colleen
old
Kemp
school.
was so cute in Clue.
I am a lady.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm.
No, Missy.
And now she looks like melted ice cream.
I like the books.
You know what?
No one can get in
Melted
that
ice
position.
cream is still good.
It's still
I'll
sweet.
eat it.
Oh,
I'll eat it.
if it's
True.
cold.
You could suck it through a straw like a shake.
A master shake?
Oh, that was very good.
Shakes need love too.
I brought this one back. I think I brought it back last time.
I'm taking it back. You watch.
Now, how does it stack up? Screwball comedies, according to the rest of the franchise, we kind of
Covered it. Yeah.
But as far as like, let's say the screwball comedy,
There's
the
better
Revenge of the
Screwball,
Nerds. I don't know.
Much better.
What else was it? Porky's.
Yep.
I mean, Animal House.
Animal House.
Ski Patrol.
Ski Patrol.
my
Ski
God.
Patrol. Love that movie.
Ski School.
Summer School.
Ski School.
Summer
Summer
School.
School.
I love Summer School. Yeah.
Spring Break.
Stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Stripes
Oh,
count.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stripes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
Wait, Caddy. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
so...
that was like Police Academy for the Army.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Police Academy 1.
Police
That's
Academy
a different
1.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this
But
one,
number 4. Yeah.
I might go middle of the road, but
Okay.
yeah, just because I love
You're
all
allowed
these
to.
films.
It's not as good as some of the greats, and it's not as bad as like some of the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
What's a bottom of the barrel for you?
What's worse than this movie?
What's worse than this movie? And not counting the movies that we did. Like, think of something.
As far as
some
screwball
of, some of
comedies
the
go.
other franchises that we mentioned, like they got bad towards the end.
Oh, they kept making Revenge of the Nerds movies,
Right.
Like straight to
video.
Yeah.
They were fucking terrible.
Like, what about like the? I haven't seen them, but like the American Pie.
Oh,
spin-off
those are another
Same.
Those went
'cause they-
direct to video too after a while.
The first ones were great, and then they did like Bandcamp and like
Oh, Eugene Levy.
Yeah, and he was in every one of them.
Yeah.
But then it
Very
became like
sad.
American Pie Presents, and
Exactly.
you know, and they were just terrible.
They're all the Presents one, but I like the original.
I liked one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
the
The
original
four.
American Pie?
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
One,
First
two,
two
Wedding.
Did you
were
even
good.
like the wedding one?
Yeah, and
American
Wedding.
Wedding.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
the wedding one was hilarious.
so
It was good.
The thing about those movies is that like I was that age when those movies were out.
You were the target audience.
Yeah, and so like for them to do the progression of like college, marriage, reunion, I totally related to every single one of those movies. Similar friendships with with my friends. They were very much.
Yeah.
It captured it. Like it was very realistic. It
Hmm.
wasn't kind of one of those teen comedies that came out in the '90s where it's like everyone's out in California.
Yeah.
Or, and everybody's rich.
She's all that.
It was all
and
spring breaky stuff.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah. Besides,
Yeah.
I think.
And with the American Pie movies too. Sorry, Tito.
No, go for it.
The characters grew, like you said.
Right. There's
while remaining
they get a little more serious.
right,
and-
but they still remain like bawdy and raunchy
Right.
and
Right.
and they still had the edge going all the way
Yep.
through.
Yeah,
but
that's when they realized
they
like,
weren't
you could-
rehashing the same old shit. It
Which
wasn't
this,
just
which is my
yeah. He didn't fuck a pie in every movie. you know?
Right. It was funny the first time, and they didn't do it in every single one, even though they called every movie American Pie.
Right.
You know, but in the
And they might call
Police
back
Academy
to
movies.
something like, or they might reference they reference Stifler's mom a lot,
Right.
But
Oh, yeah,
it's in
Jennifer
different
Coolidge
situations,
pops up
Yes.
and
randomly,
it's in a more natural way. Where like,
Whereas in this movie, it's the same jokes over and over
Right.
and over, and they just beat that
Yeah.
comedy horse to death.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that period, it's a little more sophisticated. They were okay with staying R forever.
Yeah.
right.
Besides American Pie, I think like Road Trip might be one of the only other few like, and that's like college.
Road Trip and Euro
like,
Trip, yeah.
Yeah.
Euro Trip. is fucking
Oh, I
wild.
love Euro
Love
Trip.
Euro
We
Trip.
should watch that movie.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that is a great movie.
But yeah, those of that generation.
Club
But as far as,
Vandersex.
like, the older ones.
I forgot the safe word.
Oh, Club Vandersex. Oh, my God. Oh, mi scusi.
Oh, I love that. Fred Armisen on the
Fred Armisen's
train.
on the train.
Every time they go through a tunnel, he's on somebody else's lap.
Mi scusi.
Oh, mi scusi.
Dude, you fucked your sister.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
are
no,
the
you
worst
kissed your
twins
sister. Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's got so many great lines,
Also,
too.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt
cameo.
Damon
That's
is
right.
Scotty
The
Doesn't
whole
Know.
Scotty Doesn't Know song. That whole scene is wonderful.
If you made a sequel, how would it go? My sequel is Police Academy 5, Operation Miami Beach, and it just has Gutenberg in it instead of the other guy.
Oh, there you go.
The guy who plays Nick.
Yeah.
Nick sucks.
He does suck. He's no Gutenberg.
No.
Lousy Nick. No,
What would be your sequel?
RoboCop shows up and shoots everybody.
Oh. Wow.
Time for policing to get back to the police or some shit like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Police Academy, Omni Consumer Products instead of COP, it's OCP.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know me.
Are you telling us? OPP. I can't explain it. I would definitely have the whole community police thing. You know, at the end of this film, it seemed like it was going to work. Turns out it doesn't. And everything goes tits up, so to speak. Not Callahan, but everybody else.
Well,
the world becomes the city becomes a cesspool because these inept people cannot control crime, so they bring in RoboCop to fix
And
shit.
that's the sequel that you want to see.
That's what I want to see.
Okay, fair enough.
Or Judge Dredd, if you want to go original.
I
Either
am
one.
the law.
I want,
I want
Stallone.
Oh.
I want the fucking Expendables to come in and take over the fucking community watch that went to shit in the last movie. I want Expendables to take over and be like, all right, we're going to show you a real fucking community of kick-ass people. That's what I want.
All right.
I would just make one with it like a little bit more action and make it more funny, but like actual stuff that puts these guys at risk. Like, you know,
I was thinking along
make
the
it
same lines.
like a real cop movie, but like with lots of laughs.
I would
Right.
add a story.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be an intricate story either.
No, but
You know,
a
just give it some
story.
kind of plot.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like mine, like I would just have the entire team trying to infiltrate an office building or a building
Right.
where there's drug dealers coming at them from every
The Raid.
direction. And it would be called Police Academy The Raid.
There you go. There you go.
I would see that movie.
Yeah,
so
I would
many
see that
times.
movie. I would see that movie.
So many
Send Zed
times.
in first.
Or like a.
I think the coast is clear. Bullets everywhere.
Oh boy. If the movie had a post-credit scene. So my post-credit scene involves Colleen Camp's character, Kirtland.
Oh.
And she walks in on Tackleberry having sex with Miss Feldman. That's the end of the movie. That's the post-credit scene.
I can't top that.
Her gun's bigger than yours, honey. I'm sorry.
True love. She really knows what Tackleberry needs.
Oh, Jesus.
That was
wow.
That's I couldn't think of anything.
Mark, beat that.
I can't beat that. I can't beat that at all. No way. I would just have fucking Harris in a room in a closet sucking on helium. He's hooked on it now.
Oh, he's got a problem now.
Oh, man.
Whippets.
My scene too would also have Captain Harris, but it would be him sneaking back to the Blue Oyster Bar.
Oh, nice.
Or that song could play too.
Yeah.
It plays later on in the night. Once the cold shows up.
Right. That's when they slow dance.
When
That's the slow dancing song.
Once the cult shows up, that's what the song they play.
Tito, we're not the cult.
Fellas, you're going to want that cowbell.
We're a bar and it's completely different.
After the credits all pass by and the screen fades to black, it just shows Callahan's boobs.
Oh. Like
The
Fight
Howling
Club.
That's it.
Two again? Just shoot,
That's
huh?
it.
Fight Club?
Yeah.
I was thinking
Oh.
like
Or Fight Club.
cigarette burn with the dick and then just Callahan.
I'd rather just have the
You know, they could just splice in Callahan
You
topless
Tito likes his boobs
throughout
dirty.
the entire movie.
Tito just wants Brad Pitt to be his projectionist for everything.
We don't talk about Tito.
Yeah. Tyler Durden, for sure. That's fucking Police Academy 4.
That's Police Academy 4.
It
Well
is.
done, gentlemen. So 2 yays, 2 nays. Not bad. Not bad.
No.
This shows the diversity of this. The diversity of the the diversity. What's making our geek flags fly, gentlemen? Tito,
Yeah.
what's making your geek flag?
Yo, you know what? I go for stints where I don't watch fucking anything, and then I watch a bunch of shit. And I listen to a podcast, and it's 10 episodes. Each episode's like 7 to 11 minutes long. I don't know why they did it like this. It's called Case 63 with Oscar Isaac and Julianne Moore.
Oh.
Oscar Isaac plays a character who is in essentially, I guess, an asylum, a hospital of some kind. Julianne Moore is the therapist, and he is trying to convince her that he is from the future, and he needs her help to inject a woman with his blood to stop a global pandemic. It is the COVID-19 is part of the, and it's this thing that like they get under wraps and it evolves into something else, and the world completely changes. And again, it's like an hour and 10 minutes total. It's really fucking cool. Has a really cool twist at the end.
That
it
sounds
has
scary.
It has a lot
man,
to do with time travel and
I want to check that out.
just like splitting different, there's points where he's like, there are different variations of this. And one variation, like, you come back in time to find me. And one variation, we stop it. And one we don't. There could be any number of things. It was really, really good. It reminded me a lot of 12 Monkeys. It has that kind of feel to it without the bouncing back and forth. Like he's kind of stuck in his time. I went on a fucking Adam Sandler fucking spree recently. I think I love this guy. I watched the Mark Twain award. He got the Mark Twain.
Oh,
award.
yes, he did.
And then the thing I always liked about Adam Sandler is that he brought all of his friends along for the ride.
Yeah,
he makes movies with all of his friends. So I saw Hubie Halloween. The week
My
of.
daughter loves that movie.
Oh my god, it's so fun. That movie's so fun.
Are those pea stains?
Yeah.
He's wearing the sheet.
He's wearing the sheet. It's
as a
covered in
ghost.
stain. It's hilarious. And then I watched Uncut Gems, which I hadn't seen, which is just a really fucking good movie.
Is it good? I
It's
heard it was good.
Very tense. I was getting anxiety.
It's not really
the
a
whole
comedy,
time
though, is it?
It's funny, but no.
Yeah.
But it's a little more serious, and it's really like fast paced. I had anxiety the whole time I was watching. Like,
Wow.
The way it's filmed, it never stops. He's constantly moving. The movie is constantly moving. There's always something happening. And then the other thing, I finally decided to start watching Ted Lasso.
Oh,
yeah. And this show is like the best show fucking ever.
Yeah.
I'd never watched it. I saw a clip of when he plays darts against the guy.
Yep.
In the first season, he plays darts against fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The guy
Rupert.
Yes, Rupert.
What's her name's ex-husband?
Yes,
Who owns
they play darts against each other, and he
Yes.
hits the fucking bullseye. He's like, barbecue sauce. And he hits the bullseye. I saw that clip, and I was like, oh, that seems kind of cool. Here's the only issue I have with this show, because I love sports films and sports television.
There's not enough sports.
There's not enough soccer in the movie for me.
Yeah.
How far have you gotten?
8 episodes into the first season.
All right, the second season has a lot more.
I want to see more soccer.
Yeah.
This could be like the greatest show ever. I think it's fucking awesome.
Up there.
It's a great show.
Absolutely.
I'm
so good.
I watched the last 2 episodes that are out last night for season 3, so I'm all caught up. And I love this show too. Yeah.
I like Jason Sudeikis. He's fine.
He's awesome.
Oh, he's great.
This show sold me on him.
Oh,
yeah.
he's
didn't like him.
I remember you didn't like him not that long ago.
Until I saw this, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, he's fucking awesome.
That's kind of why I was like, Jason Sudeikis. But like this character is like, I don't know. He's like Michael Scott, Homer Simpson level television character. I think. The character of Ted Lasso, I think.
And I love that
this amazing
at the
character.
opening of every show, like when they do the credits, it says the character of Ted Lasso is based on a concept by NBC Sports because it was like a bumper thing that they did like for
with him.
Yeah. But it wasn't like anything scripted or like a series or anything. It was just like interstitials in between like whatever
It's
games
great.
they were showing
Great
or something.
Cast.
Yeah.
Coach Beard, I think he might.
Oh,
be my
he's
favorite.
awesome.
I love that character.
Yeah.
Great. And then I watched Scream. The new Scream, and it's good.
Oh, Scream 6?
Yeah, I liked it. It's fun.
I gotta check it out.
It's fun. It's not.
I heard it's pretty good.
The last one I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
So
It's on Peacock?
It doesn't live up
Paramount.
to it.
And-
for
oh,
me.
Paramount?
It's
I knew it
not-
was one of the
and
P
my
ones.
One of the P's.
It's pretty good.
Cool.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Awesome. I saw Evil Dead Rise.
Oh.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah. Sarah and I went with Dean and Jen.
Nice.
It is good. We all really liked it, I believe. The more I think about it, the more I liked it. You know, I had to think about it.
It's kind of one of those.
Yeah, it's
you're
like,
not
did I
sure
like
the
this a
first
lot?
time? Yeah.
But I really, really dug it. And the more I think about it, I think I like the callbacks to Evil Dead 2. There's a lot of them. It does poke fun at the first 2 movies, but doesn't do too much of it. There's very little comedy in it. It's
Is
very
it closer
serious.
to the remake, or
It's
is it
closer to the remake.
Raimi ones?
Okay, so it's closer to the remake in terms
Because that
of
didn't have a
tone.
lot of humor
No,
in it.
none at all. So in terms of tone and horror, it's definitely closer to the remake. It's super gory, and it's actually the plot of Demons 2. Without giving too much away, the whole thing moves out of the cabin, and it takes place in this like ghetto of an apartment.
Yeah, it's an apartment
and it's
building.
residence.
Yeah.
And,
The Raid Redemption.
Do the police academy
Sort
cops
of,
show
yeah.
up?
So I really liked the gore. The effects are great, and it stayed true to what makes Evil Dead good, but did not try to be Evil Dead that already happened.
Now, is it connected to any of the previous ones?
No.
So they don't like explain how the evil got there.
They explain how the book gets there. I mean, the book is there, and it's cool. Whether it's serious or funny, the idea of Evil Dead is just so awesome. You can do it anything with it, and it's always entertaining.
Very true.
Nice.
And other than that, Monster Expo happened.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
there.
Oh,
I got to sorry, man. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool.
I felt bad I couldn't make it
I got
either.
to meet Linnea Quigley. She loved my artwork. She signed it. She was super cool.
Awesome.
And everybody there was awesome. You know, our friends Dean was there. Derek Rook was not there, but the other
Van
half,
Samson.
Steve, from
Yep.
Rough House was there. And I'm trying to think. Josh Dowling was there. Came out and
I
hung out.
saw
hung out
that,
with me.
yeah.
Okay, cool,
Yeah, he
cool,
was
cool.
staff.
Yep.
He was helping out there.
Awesome.
So it was a good time.
Mike Doherty.
Mike Doherty was there. Him and I got to talking because we're working on a comic book together.
Awesome.
Yep, for another buddy of ours named Jim Savard, who wrote a 3-issue horror series, and Mike Doherty's doing the cover, and I did the inside art. So that was fun. Mike had some prints made up of that because that's coming soon. We all got to sign things, and it felt nice to feel like a professional.
Yeah, that's
You were
awesome.
home again.
I was home again. I was in my element.
You really were.
Yes.
Home again. Home.
Yeah.
Not a
Jiggity jig.
single non-horror person there other than my parents. They showed up, and my dad was there,
and not a single Goldthwait to be seen.
Not a single Bobcat to be seen. Oh, I'm sure. No, you know what? I'm sure there are tons of Bobcat fans there.
I'm sure, but you didn't want to see them.
Oh, I don't care, dude. The dude loves Fulci. I'm telling you, I'm giving him a
true.
He likes Fulci. I'll give him that. National Treasure. That's it for me, I think. Yeah.
All right. I watched Dungeons and Dragons, and
nice.
It was excellent. I was very pleased, and
it's a fun movie.
It is. It's a lot of fun. So they did a really good job with it, and I hope they keep making them. 'Cause if they continue like this way, I like movies like that. I like medieval and fantasy and dragons and dungeons and
damsels in distress.
That's right. So it was good. And awesome soundtrack, by the way. Like the music in it is really good.
I've heard this is really good from a lot of people.
Is it like contemporary or?
Not really.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's orchestral.
Like Celtic kind of.
Okay.
So it's not like Willow. They're not throwing Metallica in there or anything.
No.
Okay.
No, not like that. No.
I didn't mind that. I was just curious. I like
when they do shit like that.
Yeah. Metallica's like never bad in anything.
Yeah. Yes. I'll remember in Westworld when they did the classic rock songs, but they did it on the piano.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I know. I like that.
I know.
Kind of
I like
cool
reinterpreting
trend.
stuff like that.
And the other thing is, speaking of Apple Plus, which is the home of Ted Lasso, and an actor who I didn't like until I don't really, he's not one of my favorites until I saw this and I was like, wow, he's really good. Shrinking on Apple Plus.
I want to check that out.
Yeah, so it's Jason Segel.
Shrinkage.
Oh yeah, Jason Segel. I like Jason Segel.
I've never been a fan. Like he just doesn't really. I mean, he's okay, and I appreciate him bringing the Muppets back into.
How I Met Your Mother's Jason Segel.
Yeah,
I was never into that show.
My dad loves that show.
Really?
He's my least favorite character on that show.
Yep.
But I agree with Derek. Definitely Muppet.
Right.
Cool stuff. Yeah.
But it's him as a psychiatrist who had recently lost his wife. He's like in a downward spiral. He works at a firm with Harrison Ford. Is an older psychiatrist that works there. Krista Miller, who played Kate from Drew Carey.
Oh, yeah.
She's on Scrubs.
Yes.
She's his neighbor, who kind of helps take care of his daughter. He has a young, like a teenage daughter. He's like, he lost his wife. He's going insane himself, and he kind of hits a wall and starts out, and like he helps out patients, but he goes like over the line, I guess, of what's what you're supposed to do, and makes a difference, and it just kind of like rejuvenates him. I'm only 2 episodes in, but it's a nice show that like me and Siobhan are watching it together, which we don't really do that a lot with shows. But I like it. I'm digging it so far, and he's really good in it.
Yeah,
fucking Jefferson Darcy's in this show.
Yes, he is.
McGinley.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Speaking of Revenge of the Nerds,
Damn.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's mine.
Nice. Well, it looks like we're all kind of talking
Apple Plus.
talking about Apple Plus because mine is I've been watching Severance. Adam Scott.
Oh yeah. Is it in a second season?
It will be starting its second season, hopefully soon, because it season 1 ended on such a cliffhanger, and it was 9 episodes. It was an odd number, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be one more, but there wasn't. So
Bastards.
Yeah, so we just finished it last night. What a freaky show that is. So Adam Scott plays this guy, but he leads this team of office workers, and what it is they went through this procedure where they've been surgically altered to have their memories divided, so their home life, they can't remember what happens at work.
The people going up the elevator and the people going...
Yes.
Oh, that's the show? I want to see that.
And like one of the guys, it's a 4-member team. It's him, it's Zach Cherry and John Turturro, and yeah. And
Turturro.
It's a really good cast. What's her name? Patricia Arquette plays their boss. And she's also, it turns out, his neighbor later on, and he has no idea that that's his boss. They call themselves the innies and the outies. They're two selves. Like the innies are when they're at work, and their outies are when they're at home.
Yep.
And they're basically like 2 different people. They can't remember what happened at work, and the work people have no idea about what their home life is like.
Huh.
So
they're only focused on...
So that's it. But the thing that sucks is, like, if you're at work, you're perpetually at work.
Yeah.
You have no home life. You are just always in your mind, always on the job. And it looks so fucking tedious, man. It's just weird. One of the guys disappears one day, there's 4 of them, and his name was Petey, and they don't know what happened to him, and the bosses, the higher ups, are like, well, we can't disclose that. We can't disclose what happened to Petey. He's just not coming back. And Adam Scott is all upset because that was like his best work friend, his best buddy. But they promote him, to make him feel better about it. They're like, all right, now you're in charge of everybody. And they get a new girl in to replace Petey, and weird things are happening with her. Like it's just fucked up, man. It's like The Office if you filtered it through Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, it is so freaky, man.
Cool.
Yeah. And throw
They
in
got
a
some
little
good
like
stuff on there.
Throw in a little like Orwellian 1984 in there too. It's so fucked up, man.
Nice.
I can't wait to see what the second season brings.
Have you watched Ghosted yet?
Yes, I did see
did?
Ghosted. I watched it last week.
I want to see it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, the movie with Anna Donis?
Yeah. Oh my God,
and
she gorgeous.
Chris Evans.
Yeah,
she's something.
Chris Evans is Ryan Reynolds in that movie? For
Yes,
like a second?
he has a cameo.
He's got a cameo.
It's funny, in that movie they have a bunch of cameos from like the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And they're all trying to take Chris Evans out at one point in like succession.
Anthony
Mackie. It's Anthony Mackie. It's Sebastian Stan and John Cho for some reason. So but one assassin fails, and then the next thing you know, the other one's on their ass, and then he fails, and then the other one's there, and it's all those guys in a row.
Watch it.
And then at the very end, Ryan Reynolds shows up for like a hot minute, and that's it. He's like, I'm out of here. But that's a fun movie.
He had a similar cameo like that.
Oh, he does all kinds of, like A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yeah. No, in Bullet Train.
Oh, yeah,
when
he did.
Because he's the one that
he's like the king of cameos.
Yeah.
He's the king of, cause he did that way back in like, what was it? Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Wasn't he the doctor in the operating room?
Yeah, he was the doctor.
And he's the one who's talking about like his chocolate lips, and he's like he's like mopping his brow and his upper lip with a handkerchief. He's like, oh, so sweaty. Oh, your sweet chocolate lips.
Yeah, he's in Ted in every.
He loves to make cameos.
Speaks.
No,
in any Seth MacFarlane.
He doesn't.
He does not.
He
talk.
doesn't.
He just shows up. Real quick and usually dies or walks away with Patrick Warburton because they're a gay couple.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gay now.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds is there. He says nothing. Just.
Are you sure? Cast. You might be part of one of those gay beat-up clubs. No, man, I like chicks. I'm into girls. I might be gay. I don't know.
Fucking funny movie.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
So that's it for me.
Nice.
Awesome Geek Flags, everyone. All right. So, hey, listen, if you want to join the Police Academy, don't come here. But if you want to join the Podcast Academy and need some training, you can go back to some of our past episodes to get the know-how on how to do an awesome podcast by doing probably half opposite of what we do.
Exactly.
And Brian.
Do the George Costanza route.
Do the George Costanza, everything opposite. How would they be able to do that,
They would
Brian?
be able to do that by going to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.3gdpodcast.com. And as Mark said, all of our past episodes can be found there, along with our email links. One-click buttons where you can easily subscribe to us if you're not already a subscriber. Smash one of those buttons to the podcast platform of your choice, and you will be sure to never miss an exciting upcoming episode. Most importantly, please rate and review the show. If not at the website, wherever you are listening to us on whatever podcast platform, if there's a place to rate and review, the algorithms love a 5-star review, love something said. Even if you just said, the dad sent me, put that in there. It doesn't matter. It helps to drive us up the charts a little bit, and most importantly, it helps others if they're searching for us, because the podcast playing field is getting very crowded. And we also have a Ko-fi page if you would like to donate. Anything you give, anything you throw our way will be greatly appreciated. It helps keep the show going, because podcasting, as we say, is not cheap either. And I think that's pretty much it, gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Also look for us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram. Did I say Instagram?
Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we can also be heard on YouTube as well. So I think that's it now. So thank you out there, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone, as always. Until next time when we do another number 4 in our series of 4.
That's number 2.
That's mathematics.
Duty.
With me,
duty. It's all coming back to the duty.
What the hell am I doing? Who am I? For Three Geeky Dads, I'm Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tito.
Saying, keep watching the skies because there's a hot air balloon up there. You should be down on the ground looking up. You should not be in that balloon.
That was my Bobcat Goldthwait.
Sounded like a camel getting fucked.
That's what he sounds like when he's fucking camels.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
That was a good one.
This podcast was funnier than Police Academy
Yeah,
before.
I agree.
Had us laughing more, see? We should write.
It was longer than Police Academy.
We should write Police Academy movies. Jordy. That dude's mission in that entire show is to get laid. Yeah, he ends up helping the ship out, but really, any side story with Jordy, 90% of it is just him trying to get a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That dude could not get tail.
Dr. Leah Brahms.
That was it. And there was the girl from Tommy Boy who was in one episode, and he's like trying to mac with her. They're on the holodeck and they're on the beach. I can't remember that.
I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep.
No. Oh yeah, that
one?
girl. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's
Where your
cutie.
parents will cry when they've seen what I've done to you.
She said the same thing to Jordy?
Yeah.
I know where you
I
live
don't
and
want to
I've seen
know
where
where
you
you
sleep.
live, and I don't want to know where you sleep because I ain't sleeping with you, blind man.
Jordy sleeps in the engine room.
He sleeps in the warp core. Fucking angel of death.
It's my Uncle Charles, yo.
Why did he die? Did he die?
Yeah.
See you at the crossroads. I don't know the lyrics. I just know that part.
It's everybody.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Huh?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, and we pray,
They also did
and we
a-
pray, and we pray.
Such a
every
good
day,
song.
every
It's
day.
an awesome song.
I love that song.
But what I hear is basically just, why did he die? I did die, and then I miss my Uncle Charles. I said, oh, I got that. I got that.
You made it sound like a country song.
Yeah, I know.
It sounded like Cotton Eye Joe.
I know.
Yeah. It's pretty close.
The Firefly Flame. Wait.
Oh, we need a joke.
Oh, yeah. Somebody come up with a joke.
A police joke.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
This is pretty stupid. The perfect crime was committed last night. Someone broke into the police station and stole all the toilets. Police say they have nothing to go on.
I like it.
I like that one.
Why did the police officer smell so bad?
I just got to that one.
He was on duty.
Oh, I like that one too. I'll let you guys pick. Which one would you rather do?
I like the duty one.
All right.
Quicker.
Okay.
Okay.
Chubby, yeah.
Chubby.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Chubby.
He played a
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.